What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sir Splash, aka Neighborhood Splash Guy, and today I have a requested video from my homie Cray. So she said she was talking to some guy who is a Hulk fanboy, and he swore Hulk has never lost slash can't lose, and that's not true. Now, I will say World Breaker Hulk in his storyline didn't lose, but he didn't fight everybody. It's not like he fought the whole roster, the whole gauntlet of Marvel. So if you don't fight the best, then you're not the best. Like it's like if I play basketball against a bunch of 7-year-olds and I shit on them, that doesn't make me the best player ever. That doesn't make me the best ever if I didn't play the best players. So yeah, he didn't fight everybody. So this list will consist of people that have beaten him in the past slash people that can beat him. So let's just go ahead and get into it. First one we got is Red Hulk. First time Red Hulk and Hulk clashed, Red Hulk got the best of him. This was because Red Hulk was not only near him in strength, he's not as strong as Hulk when Hulk gets really pissed off, but he's a better fighter. He had military experience, he was a smarter fighter, and he was able to beat the Hulk the first time they encountered each other. Now, at the end of the story, Hulk beat him, but that was still high diff. And the first time they met, Red Hulk beat him. So Red Hulk can beat Hulk if he's not at, like, if he doesn't start reaching his peak pissed off nature. Juggernaut. Juggernaut and the Hulk have clashed a couple of times in comics, but Juggernaut going balls to the wall could beat Hulk because the problem Hulk has with him is he can't stop the Juggernaut. He has never been able to push back the Juggernaut when Juggernaut gets going. And Juggernaut is a tank and has just as good of a healing factor as Hulk. Like, he got reduced to nothing but his skeleton and kept on moving. And, you know, when World Breaker Hulk met Juggernaut, and this wasn't even Juggernaut at his strongest, instead of fighting Juggernaut, World Breaker Hulk was smart and just removed him from the battlefield by using his momentum against him. So they didn't really fight, and he didn't really beat Juggernaut. So yeah, Juggernaut, if they're forced to fight to the end, Juggernaut could probably beat him. World Breaker Hulk, not sure. But the problem is World Breaker Hulk's going to remove him from the battlefield every time. But regular Hulk could lose to the Juggernaut. Mid diff for Juggernaut slash high diff, but he could pull it off. Sentry slash the Void. Now, Bloodlusted Sentry, even if he doesn't reach full Void mode, can beat the Hulk. Because Sentry is about as broken as it gets. When he fought World Breaker Hulk or World War Hulk, they were swapping hands, and Sentry was like, I haven't had this much fun fighting someone in a while because I can actually hit someone hard. Because Sentry has to suppress himself constantly. And Sentry, when he's like, feels like shitting on you, will shit on you. He stalemated Galactus. He was able to beat the Molecule Man in a battle of manipulating molecules, which is ridiculous. He's immortal. Like, he will come back right then no matter what if he feels like coming back. He has to want to die. So even if, like, Molecule Man completely erased him on a molecular level and he popped right back up. So yes, Sentry could beat him if he wanted to. His hacks are just ridiculous. Let's look at Galactus. Galactus has beaten him several times. Galactus has beaten the Avengers several times as a whole, and Galactus doesn't usually give a shit about the Hulk. There's only been a few times when Galactus had to notice the Hulk. Like, that's how powerful he is. Uninterested Galactus has still beaten the Hulk, knocked him away, ragdolled him. And yeah, Galactus easily shits on the Hulk. It's like Galactus is a universal level threat. Moving on to Thor. For some reason, Hulk fanboys don't think Thor could beat the Hulk. Thor can beat the Hulk. Thor has hurt Galactus, and Galactus even said when Thor was about to hit him with the God Blast that he would die if he got hit by it. And Thor has been able to keep up and beat characters like Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer has beaten Hulk on several times. So if Thor's going all out, he can beat the Hulk. Like, the Hulk's not winning 10 times out of 10 against Thor if Thor's trying. Next up, Odin. Odin would shit stomp Hulk, no difficulty. Odin once fought a guy, and their battle was so crazy that reality in the multiverse was tearing apart from the battle. Just from their battle. They weren't trying to break it. It was just happening because that battle was so powerful. That's how powerful the beings involved were. Odin is easily comparable to Zeus, and would shit stomp Hulk, and like Odin's clashed with Galactus before and easily tied him. So yeah. Moving on, we got Silver Surfer. Surfer has beaten Hulk on a few occasions. He literally drains him and makes him go back to Hulk form. To human Bruce Banner form. It's not really hard for Silver Surfer. And to put the Galactus thing in perspective, Silver Surfer only has a small percentage of Galactus's power. That just shows you how strong Galactus is. But yeah, Silver Surfer has beaten Hulk in the comics before several times. So he could easily do it again if he's going all out. Thanos, another character that's beaten the Hulk before without much difficulty. Thanos is capable of taking on the entire roster of the Avengers. And don't get me started on future Thanos. Future Thanos did kill the Hulk. So, like, the Hulk's dead in that storyline. So, clearly Thanos killed him. And yeah, Thanos has taken on Thor, Hulk at the same time. Ragdolled the shit out of them. Now, Hulk could hurt him if Hulk... Like, World Breaker Hulk versus Thanos would be an interesting fight. But I don't think he could beat Thanos. And, you know, Thanos has said before, and people love to quote this, that when he comes to Earth, he likes to avoid the Hulk. But that's because the Hulk's annoying. Like, he gets stronger, and he's hard to put down. It's not that he can't put him down, but, I mean, if you can drive around a roadblock, you're going to do it. You could run through the roadblock. Like, if it's a traffic cone, you can drive over it, but you don't want to do that. That's annoying. Just drive around it. That's kind of what Thanos meant by that. Moving on, classic Doctor Strange, no difficulty, would shit on the Hulk, even World Breaker Hulk, because classic Doctor Strange has just as many hacks as the Sentry, and you could argue he has more. Like, he knows a spell for literally anything. He can summon the power of gods, of demonic spirit gods, like Dormammu, Sidorak, those kind. And Sidorak gives a small percentage of his power to Juggernaut. So that just shows you how strong of the spells and power classic Doctor Strange can tap into. Like, they had to nerf Doctor Strange and retcon him because it got to the point where it's like, dude, how the fuck do you beat a guy that can do anything? Like, he can keep up with multi-galaxy level threats / universal threats and hold his own. So he had to be nerfed because he was too strong. So yeah, classic Doctor Strange could beat him. And like in the World Breaker, World War Hulk storyline, Doctor Strange was like, if I wanted to kill you, Hulk, I would just kill you, but I don't want to. Now, do I think he could have easily killed him like he said he could? Probably not, because that's not classic Doctor Strange, but he could have probably killed him if he wanted to. Next up, Hercules. Hercules, I believe, has bested the Hulk before in the comics. And Hercules actually likes fighting the Hulk. He thinks it's interesting because Hercules, as you know, is the best wrestler in Marvel Comics. Like, he's the best wrestler in history. So he thinks it's fun to wrestle the Hulk. He's like, dude, let's do this for shits and giggles. Like, finally I get someone that's fun to play with. Like, he is almost, if not at the same level of Hulk, as far as strength, and even World War Hulk he was able to keep up with in combat just fine. Like, Hercules is a monster when it comes to battle, and if he wanted to, he could put down Hulk. Now, World Breaker Hulk, I don't think he could put down when Hercules is in his base form, but he would give him a fight, and he did give him a fight. But yeah, regular Hulk, oh yeah, Hercules could beat him if he really wanted to. Hercules was, in fact, strong enough to hold up the heavens. So yeah, he's strong as shit. Plus, with his combat experience and just the way he knows how to fight, he could definitely pull it off. Next up, we got Zeus. Zeus beat the shit out of Hulk. It was a one-shot. Hulk ran up on Zeus thinking shit was sweet, and Zeus pimp hand backslapped him, and it was over. So yeah, Zeus has no issue beating the Hulk. The Hulk is a nuisance to him, and it's the same. It's kind of like the same thing with Odin or a Galactus. Now, moving on, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider could put down Hulk. And if you read the World War Hulk storyline, it seemed like Ghost Rider, if he kept going, and especially if he let out Zarathos and didn't hold back, that he would have beaten World War Hulk. Like, World War Hulk was screaming in pain. Like, he wasn't necessarily hurt down for the count type thing, but he was definitely feeling Ghost Rider blasting his ass. But the thing was, Ghost Rider pulled off because the reason Hulk was doing what he was doing was not bad, and Ghost Rider fights bad people and punishes the bad people, so he actually pulled off going to look for evil people. But yeah, Ghost Rider full power could beat Hulk. like his power level is absolutely ridiculous. And Thanos is on the level as people like Sidorak, Dormammu type characters, god level characters. So yeah, he could beat the Hulk. And he has hacks like Penance there. I don't know if that works on the Hulk. Maybe it could, but Hellfire could harm Hulk. And yeah, he's a monster. Franklin Richards, with the snap of a fingers, would beat Hulk. Franklin Richards is one of the most OP characters in comic books. When he was a little kid, for shits and giggles, he made a pocket universe under his blankie. He just felt like making his own universe in his hands. And he was powerful enough to casually bring Galactus back to life and make Galactus work for him. Galactus became a herald of Franklin Richards. And this isn't even adult Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards can literally do anything he wants. Whatever he imagines and wants to do, he can do it. So yeah, Franklin Richards would easily stomp Hulk. Now, last one on the list. This was another casual list. I've been making casual lists lately. Apocalypse. Apocalypse is strong enough to, fondle the X-Men no difficulty. All the X-Men at the same time. Worldbreaker Hulk would give Apocalypse a really good fight. And that might actually be a 50-50, 60-40 type fight. But Apocalypse going all out could beat Hulk. He could definitely beat regular Hulk, no problem. Like, Apocalypse was so powerful with his abilities as well as his celestial armor and equipment that when Thor ran into him back in the day, Thor couldn't beat him. Thor had to go get a special weapon built to fight Celestials to actually hurt Apocalypse. So yeah, if Thor going all out can't really beat Apocalypse, can't really do much to him, Hulk won't either. So there you go. That's my list of characters that have either beaten the Hulk or would beat the Hulk. I didn't use DC characters. I actually just used strictly Marvel characters. There are more characters that have beaten him. There are more characters that could beat him, but these are just the ones I threw out there casually off the top of my head. If you want me to add any other characters or want me to tell you if this or that character would beat Hulk or Worldbreaker Hulk, which is the strongest incarnation of him from the Heart of the Monster story, let me know. But yeah, I just did a video on Hulk vs. Doomsday. Go watch it. It was really good. And, I probably came off as being a Hulk hype beast, but I don't think Hulk can beat everybody. That's absurd. And, this video is proof of that. But anyways, thank you for watching. It's been your boy, Sir Splash, and I'll see y'all later.